Hello friends, I am back for our weekly peak pose wrap up. This week we worked a lot of hamstrings, a lot of hips, and some big twists. So I first started out with full splits. Now I like to prop my full splits because our goal here is not necessarily flexibility, but what can we find along the way as we lower into this pose? Where can we find strength before release? So my bolster is bigger than the ones that we have in studio, but you can also do this on blocks, or you can stack two bolsters if you're playing with this in studio. So here we did half splits, so I'm gonna bring my bolsters back. I'm gonna take leg forward, toes pull towards me. Now I'm thinking the entire time as I lower into this, outer hip draws back, and I'm aiming my hips to land on my bolster, or the floor if you have full splits already. But what I wanna do here is as I lengthen the spine, I'm gonna tuck my back toes, lift my back knee, outer hip draws back hip draws forward, then lower. Back knee lowers, soften, breathe. Back knee lifts, engage, inner thighs squeeze together, exhale, soften. And each time you do this, you might get a little lower, or you're just gonna breathe into it, find more action through the legs. I'm working neutral-ish hips here, and then soften, okay? So that was the first one, full splits. Second one we did this week was a lot of twists. We worked into, again, more hamstrings. So we took pyramid first. I'm gonna take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. In your pyramid pose here, I want you to think more railroad tracks. So I want my heels in line with my hips rather than my heels in line with each other. So you have a little bit more stability side to side. My outer hip is gonna draw back as my chest goes forward, and then again, hands to blocks as you straighten through the front leg. So I'm really looking to maintain the length through the spine here. Now, you can always stay here. This is a lot of work, but we took this into twists here. So my left leg is forward, so my left hand is gonna come to my hip. For the first one, hand inside the foot, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotating open from the navel up through the crown of the head as outer hip draws back. If you wanna deepen that, hand's gonna go to the outside of the foot. Lengthen, big breath in. Exhale, rotating open. As I draw that outer hip back, I might reach top hand high. Back leg is super active. Now, when you come into these really big hamstring stretches, both with the splits and with these pyramid poses, I want you to think about the action that's happening in the hamstrings, not just the stretch. So I want you to think about drawing your heel towards your glute. Often this will give us a slight micro bend in the knee, at the same time pulling my kneecap up towards my hip to keep my quads really active. From here, we took this into twisted half moon. So again, you can start with hand on the block inside the foot, finding the length, toes down towards the floor. Outer glute of that back leg lifts the heel higher, and from there, rotating chest open, maybe reaching the arm. Second option, taking it to the outside of the toes. Whew, bad mosquitoes. Back leg lifts, length through the spine, and then again, turning chest open and reach. All right, those are the things we played with in studio today. We did do a variation on twisted side crow, but y'all, it's been a weekend, so I will have to show that in another video. If you have any questions about these poses, drop them below, and if you have requests for the coming week, I'd love to know what they are. See you in studio.